Self-growth is lonely, and that truth often catches people off guard. We hear a lot about success, confidence, and becoming our best selves, but almost no one talks about the silence that comes with change. The quiet nights, the empty conversations, and the distance from familiar faces. If your journey feels lonely right now, it doesn't mean you're on the wrong path. In most cases, it means you're growing beyond what once felt familiar. When you commit to self-growth, your priorities begin to shift. Your habits change, your mindset evolves, and the things that once excited you no longer feel fulfilling. Conversations start to feel repetitive, environments feel smaller, and you realize you're no longer aligned with the life you used to fit into so easily. This shift isn't forced. It happens naturally as your awareness deepens. Growth creates separation because most people choose comfort over transformation. When you stop wasting time, stop participating in negativity, and begin focusing on long-term goals, your presence alone becomes different. Not better, just different. That difference makes others uncomfortable because it highlights what they avoid. So instead of adjusting themselves, many people quietly drift away. One of the hardest lessons of growth is understanding that you can outgrow people without anger or resentment. You can still care about someone and recognize they no longer belong in the future you are building. Growth doesn't make you cold, it makes you honest. Eventually, you're forced to choose between familiarity and progress. Familiarity feels safe, but progress demands discomfort. And with that discomfort comes loneliness. Self-growth is also lonely because it is often misunderstood. People question your discipline, your focus, and your decisions. What they call extreme is often just commitment. What they call obsession is often vision. Over time, you stop explaining yourself, not because you think you're better, but because you realize not everyone needs to understand your journey. You begin to move in silence and protect your energy, even though that silence can feel heavy at times. Every real growth journey has a silent phase, a phase where nothing seems to change on the outside, but everything is shifting inside you. You work without recognition, stay disciplined without encouragement, and rely on yourself when motivation fades. This is where many people quit, not because they failed, but because loneliness creates doubt. But this phase exists to build patience, resilience, and self-trust. Self-growth needs loneliness because real transformation requires space. You cannot evolve while staying emotionally attached to distractions, old habits, and constant validation. Loneliness forces you to face yourself, your fears, your excuses, and your patterns. That confrontation brings clarity. It replaces motivation with discipline and impulse with intention. Without loneliness, growth stays surface level. With it, growth becomes permanent. Loneliness also teaches emotional independence. You learn how to regulate yourself instead of relying on others. You stop chasing approval and start trusting your own decisions. You become comfortable standing alone, which gives you the strength to walk away from what no longer serves you. This is not isolation. It is purposeful solitude. Isolation drains you, but solitude strengthens you. Eventually, the loneliness of self-growth begins to change. It turns into peace. You stop feeling empty and start feeling grounded. You attract people who align with your mindset, values, and discipline, not because you searched for them, but because you became someone who no longer fears being alone. If this journey feels lonely right now, don't rush to escape it. Don't run back to comfort just to feel included again. Stay with the process. Learn from the silence. Let it shape you. Because the version of you strong enough to walk alone is the same version capable of building a meaningful life. And that strength is worth every quiet moment it takes to develop.